I had high expectations. Oh, actually, let's watch the full intro video. What am I doing? So, I am starting to play a Shining Force 3 Scenario 1 that has been translated to English. I'm not going to be very exuberant during this playthrough. Um, I was a huge Shining Force fan. Played 1 and 2 so much on my SNES, my Genesis. Um, Owned a Saturn. Never got a copy of Shining Force 3 in English. And of course, that was only Shining Force 3 Scenario 1 with a weird ending. Um, and of course, there's 3 versions of it. Uh, I did manage to play this almost all the way to the end in 2011 or 2010. I think I made it halfway through Scenario 3, so beat Scenario 1, beat Scenario 2, and called it quits. It has been eating at my soul that I have not finished this game. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna do this on stream. All I don't know, 170,000 hours of it. Um, Mostly just gonna chill. I'm probably only be here 10 minutes. Gotta wake the kid up, but I've had an inkling to do this. I don't remember much. Um, from what I remember, this is very much the case of a game being in 3D before it was necessary. Like, I think this would have been better if it was done in 2D. Um, but I feel that way for a lot of 3D games. So let's get going. See if my button mappings work. Basically get it started and then turn it off. Whatever. Oh, it's you, Faye. Playing your tricks on me again. You startled me. Good to know C is still mapped. Begin. Faye, are you sure this is the one we're looking for? Yes, I think. I'm pretty sure this one can do the job. I hope you're right. There's much to be done. Forgive us, child. I don't doubt your ability, but the fate of many lives hangs in the balance. Didn't Faye explain the situation to you? No, it did not. The search took so long. Well, there wasn't enough time. No time to explain now either. However, I can allow you to name the 3 heroes as you wish. Although he is honest and kind, full of kindness, during times of physical conflict, the fury of this man's soul burns hotter and hotter as he releases the savageness of a tiger. He shall be named Synbios. Is this name okay? Yeah, let's go with the default names. So, each of these games has its own unique hero class, um, and the stories kind of intertwine. It in a sense kind of like Fire Emblem Three Houses, but it's also not in that. I mean, I haven't got all the way to the end of Shining Force 3 Scenario 3, so maybe it does turn into a massacre where you kill everyone. Uh, but there is a little bit of that between Symbiosis and I think Tybalt. A brilliant man who's never failing composure and an iron will that can't be swayed by emotions. He fights like a dragon and silences the battlefield like the wind. He shall be named Midian. Is that name okay? Yeah, why did I think Tybalt? He rises above all others with his strong spirit, but carries with him a sorrow, a past full of sadness. I'm going to guess his name is Jason, and I don't know why that. Or Justin. Once released of this sorrow, his soul will soar as he becomes a wolf with sharp and virtuous fangs. His name shall be Julian. Oh, well, that one was at least closer. Yeah, that's cool. It's time for you to go now. Fare thee well, Symbiosis. His name is not Symbiosis. Preparations have been made, so you will know what to do. We won't even get to the first battle on the stream. Oh, and this one goes back to the chapter system. Shining Force 2 was one continuous game, but Shining Force 1 was sort of split into chapters where you'd explore a part of the world and then go back to a different part of the world. Um, I think I played Shining Force 2 first, so that's why I prefer the Shining Force 2 way, but um, I do very much. Oh, you show your age game. I do very much like the, hey, you can explore the whole world and go back and, you missed the Smith roll. You can go pick it up. Um, they're so proud of how this looks. They're giving you like a wow, look at our world. Um, this does seem a little crisper than the last time I ran it. Um, you gonna climb in through the window? Look at these 1995 Sega Saturn graphics. Those boxes do seem to have a better texture than like some of the other stuff. I remember one of my biggest complaints with this was playing it was how slow everything felt. Because I know Shining Force does the whole, hey, battle cutscene. Um, so I don't know these characters, but it looks like we have our mage and a healer who will join us. Are you listening, Don Terrace? Brutus, you seem to be in a terrible mood, Tybalt. Oh, there is a Tybalt. I'm not crazy. Just because the peace conference with the Empire isn't going well is no reason to act like an ogre. Edmund, you can't blame Tybalt for that. It sure doesn't seem like the Empire is interested in cooperating. Remember, Tybalt, that they wouldn't have invaded Barand if you hadn't quashed the revolt of your people instead of begging the Empire for aid. Tybalt, don't you think I know that? The guilt for inviting them into the Holy Land will stay with me forever. Donterres, be that as it may, as the entrance to the Holy Land of Belzum, Baron, it is an important strategic point. I am going to mispronounce so many words. Even without your troubles, how long could you hope to escape the Emperor's greedy eyes? This feels a lot smoother than I remember it. That's a hard do, Donterres. With the people in revolt, you had no other choice. There was no way to stop the Imperial invasion. As our republic has but recently separated from the Empire, our people do not yet understand the benefits of standing on our own. The Empire has taken advantage of that fact. We have poured our lifeblood into this, while others tear down everything we accomplish. It's unbearable. Others tear down everything. What are you talking about? What do you mean, who? Have you forgotten? The rabble General Varlant mentioned? We have not forgotten, but there's no need to bring that subject up now. Benatram, I have heard about this. Please continue. How are things with you, Sinbias? Are you getting used to filling in for your father, Conrad? What a name. I see. You do not look as if you are. Ah, Lord Conrad, it's a shame his health wouldn't permit him to come. It's time like this we need him the most. Are you satisfied with Symbios? You'd prefer General Varlet, perhaps? Is that what you were implying, Tybalt? Varlet wanted to be here, Tybalt, but you know, as well as any of us, what a bad idea that would have been. Terrible, terrible idea. We all know Varland is a good man, but you know his temper. He's not suited for such delicate negotiations. Ugh. You enlisted Donteras. He wouldn't be here unless he thought Symbios could make a difference. Lord Symbios may still be young, but I see him carrying the future of the Republic on his back someday. Silent protagonist. I believe you were telling an interesting story, weren't you, Brutus? Huh. Oh, You mean about it's really not that big of a deal? Our soldiers stationed in Balsamo have reported some strange people in the area. I see. Strange people. Could you perhaps be a bit more specific? He refers to the ones General Varlet mentioned, the monks of that bizarre religious sect. The ones with the masks? General Varlet reported a group of pagan monks taking up residence in Balsamo prior to the start of the peace conference. Masked pagan monks? Oh no, not those pagans. I don't understand how a pagan cult can proliferate this continent in the face of the holy world of El Besam. El Besam. The people have enough to worry about. They shouldn't have their minds filled with that pagan nonsense. Ugh, I feel insulted. With the recent unrest, they're gaining quite a following of preaching about a coming new order. These monks sound like a bunch of cranks, but are they dangerous? These pagans, they claim to pray for peace, but what if their true aim is more sinister? Silence. This sort of doomsday preaching can be heard everywhere in Barand. People are eating up these fantasies. Benatram, you're a pessimist. There are nuts everywhere. Worry about all of them and you'll become one. If those monks are the ones I've heard about, well, I have reason to be pessimistic. Let's talk about this some other time, shall we? We came all this way to talk peace with the Empire. Anyway, we should discuss our strategies in today's conference with the Empire while we still have time. Thank God. What is it? This character's name is Mascarin. I'm assuming she's our mage. Pardon the intrusion, my lords. A messenger from Cerebrand is here to see you. I thought we still had plenty of time before the conference. That's all right. Bring him in. No, don't bring him in. I'm here to escort you to today's peace conference. You're a bit ahead of schedule, aren't you? Governor Garvin suggests a new approach given the current difficulties in the peace negotiations. Before the official conference begins, he invites both yourself and the Empire to an informal council. We weren't informed of this. If informal council is obviously an excuse to get all the advisors out of the room. Why aren't you capturing desktop audio? Perhaps that's not such a bad idea. Without the confusion of so many voices, the two of us might make some progress. Alright, I shall go. Are you planning to go without a bodyguard? I shall ask Edmund to accompany me. But I am the aggrieved party in this conference. Your emotions may hinder our discussion. I believe you should have remained here. Get that mouse off the screen. I would like to ask Symbios to do something for me. Unlike us, you are not now alone here. Go speak to the people of Cerebrand and learn what you can. Although Emperor Dominic and I meet today, I wouldn't have expected to resolve everything right away. Besides, you are too serious, like your father. You could use some time relaxing amongst the people. Also, I need to tell Donterres something. I think an Imperial Knight Campbell is here in Cerebrand, accompanying the young prince, Median. Campbell sounds familiar. I've heard tales of a brave knight. Not long ago, during a border skirmish, he fought brilliantly against us. You may find him somewhere in town. I'm ready. Thank you for waiting, messenger. So he is gone. So now what do we do? Nothing to do but wait. But you had a job to do, Symbios. You'd better go. Donterra's the knight joins the force. Alright. Let's see our status. We have Symbios, Swordman, Notigress, the hero, and Donterras. Alright. Let's... Grace, please don't leave me behind. Is it level 10 promotes in this game? Ah, it is you, Grace. So, where is Masquerade? That little minx? She's afraid she'll be scalded and is curled up hiding somewhere. She got me in trouble in the middle of the conference. She peeked through the window. Oh, please. I beg you to forgive her. She regrets what she did. Please don't ask that of me, my lord. If we let Masquerade off so easily, it would not be good for her. Since Lord Symbios insists, I'll let her off with a warning this time. You can come out now, Masquerade. Sir Donterra says he'll forgive you. I didn't mean to upset anyone. I am not reading giggle. Masquerade, what am I to do with you? What is this, flowers? What are these for? The messenger gave them to me earlier. I am presenting them to you as a way of saying sorry for what happened. You think this qualifies as an apology? Would you like some too, Lord Symbios? Ahem, Masquerade, I am not finished with you. Symbios receives the cut flowers. Yes, what were you saying? Oh, never mind. Due to King Benatram's generosity, we get to take in the sights of Cerebrand. Let's not waste any more time. Masquerade the Magician and Grace the Priest have joined the force. Alright, let's see if we can go find a church to save at. I know I can rotate the camera, but I don't know if I have those buttons mapped. Come on, be a temple. You could be a church. It's not, no, you're not a church. Come on, church, I want to save properly. That's where we just left. Oh, I need those shoulder buttons mapped, and I need them mapped badly. My shoulder buttons are not scrolled. Are not mapped. Oh. Did you just crash? No, the sound has screwed up, though. Well, that's not bad. Well, this is where I thought the end was going to be anyway. So if the sound is dead, that's a good enough reason to stop playing for now. Also, there is the church. We will save properly with this awesome sound. Obviously I'm playing on a Sega Saturn. I would never run an emulator. Oh, geez, let's hope I can save. Wow, you can save on the cartridge? That seems weird. Oh, that's right, you had an expandable memory card. Anyway, gonna call it quits, guys. See you again later as we work out the kinks.